Samuel.
Ooh, okay. Awesome. So I guess I can just start by talking about him a little bit. So he's been on the Panthers. I think it was 2019 offseason. There was reports that like Curtis Samuel just looks like the best receiver in camp. He's going to be amazing. He didn't quite live up to it, but 2020 he was very, very special. So he's a player that's used more in a gadget role. Like they'll put him at running back. They'll take jet sweeps, bubble screens, those type of things, and you basically just get the ball to him in open space. Probably like 5'9", 5'10", 190. He's really strong, really quick, breaks tackles. After the run, he's a beast. Makes contested catches from time to time. He's not a number one guy, though. He's more of like a number two, someone who gets a ton of catches, but he can't carry an offense for himself. Where do you think Curtis Samuel should go?
Washington football team.
Okay.
Get him back with Scott Turner. Scott Turner had him until last year in Carolina, and I think he would be a good fit. I think Washington needs somebody on the other side of Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin is a proven number one receiver. Well, they need a quarterback first, but once they get that quarterback, Terry McLaurin is a proven number one receiver. They just need somebody on the other side of Terry McLaurin who's going to be able to make plays. And I think whoever the quarterback is, Curtis Samuel is really quarterback friendly because a lot of the NFL today is jet sweeps, the little push pass, all of those things. And Curtis Samuel is really, really special at doing all of those things. He's a great ball carrier with the ball in his hands. And I think he's actually super underrated as a receiver. I don't think people realize how good he was as a receiver. And I think Teddy Bridgewater, who's an okay player, kind of hurt his production because he left yards and throws on the field to Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel is a stud, and I think that the Washington football team would give them a much needed boost on their offense because they need some explosiveness and they need somebody who's going to make plays with the ball in his hands that's not named Terry McLaurin, and Curtis Samuel is definitely that guy.
Yeah, so I think you hit it right on. Like, they need someone who's like actually explosive because when you watch this team, especially when they had Alex Smith, it was not easy to watch their offense. They're just like not exciting. So right now their top three receivers are Terry McLaurin, Cam Sims, and then Steven Sims. So I think I forget which one it was, but one of them was drafted in the third round. I think it was Cam Sims. And he was decent, like nothing crazy. Then they have McLaurin, obviously, at tight end. Logan Thomas really came on last season as sort of a guy who's catching like short and intermediate routes. He was a former quarterback, if you remember, from Virginia Tech. And he transitioned to tight end, which is pretty crazy. And then the running back, Antonio Gibson, he's a converted receiver to running back. He was really good last year in the limited time. But they're still missing someone who's, like you said, going to make explosive plays, going to make someone miss in the open field and make something out of nothing. Because they really don't have that. And that would help whatever quarterback they have. Because right now, Taylor Heineke played one game and he looked awesome against the Buccaneers, but we don't know how good he'll be. We don't know that.
So both the Sims were actually undrafted, both Cam Sims and Steven Sims. But the point is that it tells you that they need somebody explosive on their offense. And I think Terry McLaurin is the number one wide receiver. So I don't think they need to go get Kenny Golladay or get anybody like that. But they need an element to their offense because this defense is going to be really good. I think we all expect it to really be good. And I think we expect their front four to be a year better this year. Like Jonathan Allen is a superstar. Chase Young is coming, and I think he's going to be really good next year. I thought his rookie season was a little overstated, but I think his second season is going to be insanely good. It's going to be a defensive player of the year type season. So because of that, they don't need much from their offense. So they just need a play caller to be creative, a la the Chicago Bears in 2018, where Matt Nagy had a bunch of gadget plays with Tyreek Cohen and all of that, and that's how they were able to it wasn't a sustainable offense, but it was an effective one to score in the red zone. And Curtis Samuel brings all of those elements. Plus, he's a damn good receiver. So this fits as well as Teddy Bridgewater's gloves fit on his hand to me.
And I think you really, again, like he's a good receiver too. Like he can make contested catches. He can go down the field. His game is mainly short stuff and intermediate routes where he gets the ball in space and he makes a guy miss. But he can go downfield. He can make contested catches. I don't care if he's small. He's tough, and he has good hands too. So he would be an awesome signing for the Washington football team.
Agreed.